All right, we're here with head coach Terry Rooney, and coach, you guys just went through a wild week. So your first thoughts on what happened last week?
Well, it's definitely an up and down week. We started off the week with a great win, at the University of Florida, and it was even better, greater win, I think, in a lot of ways because we bounced back from some adversity the weekend prior, and obviously to hold on to the lead on the road, I think said a lot about our kids. That was certainly a good win for our program. Boy, an exciting weekend. There's no question. I certainly wish we would have finished, on a more of a win standpoint, certainly. But that's what this conference is. It's back and forth, and I think it comes down to a pitch. It comes down to one hit, both on Friday and Saturday. The games that we lost, we had the winning run, on base in both games, Friday and Saturday. Unfortunately, we just weren't able to drive in that clutch hit. But obviously, wins and losses is a culmination of a whole game. I mean, it's not just one at bat or one pitch. And so at the end of the day, I think for our guys continue to realize that every single game and every single weekend from this point, they're going to be tough. And every single game is going to be close. When you look at it, our season so far, there's only been one game we've been out of, I would say. From a pitching standpoint, we've been right there. So obviously, the key down the stretch is to continue to win the one-run games, play as well as we can, and keep getting better. But again, I am proud of the fact that we bounced back and won that game on Sunday. When your backs are against the wall, and I don't think there's ever necessarily a must-win situation, but when our backs are against the wall and down to our last, basically a couple outs there in the ninth inning for our guys to respond after a very tough Friday and Saturday says a lot about the character of these kids.
And one thing you guys did differently last week was you sat Travis Shreve for the Florida game, and then you moved him to the number 9 hole, and he proceeded to go off. So I guess can you talk about the decision on moving him to number 9, and there's maybe any other lineup changes you anticipate?
Well, no, I don't think there's going to be too many more lineup changes. It's really a day-to-day. It's twofold. It's number one is you want kids to get in a little bit of routine and feel comfortable where they're hitting, but the other side is that they have to have the ability to adapt and adjust. And, Shrever's obviously, I think everybody comes and sees us plays, the type of energy and the style of play that he is. And, he's done a great job for us this entire year in so many different ways. So I think whether Travis is hitting, 1, 2, 8, 9, whatever it is, he's going to provide, the same type of effort and the same type of at-bats, every time out. And he's the type of kid, again, that just overcomes whatever the situation is, just his mental toughness. And I think the other night was a great example of it. He got hit. Got hit on the arm there, and then it was called back as that he leaned into it, and that's fine. And instead of complaining about it or striking out, that two or three pitches later he got a hit and really kind of got our rally going. So that says a lot about Travis. He's done a great job for us so far this season.
And in Conference USA, this league is continuing to prove that it's pretty dynamic this year, and anything can really happen on any given weekend. And right now, the RPIs for the conference is still pretty strong.
Well, there's no question. Conference USA, as any coach in this league will tell you, is one of the top 3 or 4 conferences in the country. I think where RPI is 3rd in the country right now from a conference standpoint. Going back between 3rd and 4th. So it's awesome. Listen, the teams in this league, everybody's good, and it's a battle. There's no question. All you have to do is look at the scores and continue to go back and forth. And you can look back at our last couple games, and you can certainly see one swing of the bat, one pitch, and our record could be different. And I think every team in the league could say the same. So that's really a positive. It's a positive for Conference USA. It's a positive, I think, that nationally everybody is seeing, how good this conference is. And obviously it's always been great, but I think this year is even an exception, an exceptional year, and how good it is from top to bottom. Just look at the RPIs, look at the wins and loss records, and look at what everybody's doing against everybody, on any given weekend. So I think at the end of the day, regardless of how each weekend unfolds, I am sure in the next couple weeks, by the end of the season, Conference USA as a whole has positioned ourselves for a multiple bid league. That's what every coach will tell you in this league, is to get back to possibly 5 bids. There's no question this league is good enough for that and more, in my opinion. Everybody you're seeing RPIs within the top 50 or 60. So when you've got that quality of league, there's some leagues out there that are getting 7, 8, 9 bids on these leagues. And there's no question, we're a 5 or more bid league, and I think every coach will tell you that. And we'll continue to see how they go. From our standpoint, we just need to keep doing our job and continue to work, day to day, game to game, and do the best we can in conference and continue to get after it. But I told the guys on Sunday the big emphasis was somebody needed to rise up, and that's the truth. To get out of a streak, when you're not playing well, you're not winning the games. In order something, to change that, something great needs to happen. A big hit, a shutout, something like that, kind of as I call it. Somebody throwing their team on their shoulders, so to speak. And on last Sunday, a lot of guys did. It wasn't just one person. Obviously, DJ got the big hit and had a great weekend for us. But it's a lot of different guys. So we're looking forward to another challenging week ahead. We're off to FAU, great program, tonight to go play them. And then obviously we're up to going to Greenville, North Carolina to play East Carolina. And that's going to be a heck of a battle. But we're looking forward to it. And I can tell you our guys are continuing to play a lot of confidence no matter what happens.
Well, good luck to you guys this week, Coach, and safe travels.
Thank you.